Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So today we are going to talk about coincidence, reality, accepting reality, what an old movie can teach us about it, and why all of this is kind of really bad news for Trump and his inner circle, particularly those who were kind of on the periphery of Trump's inner circle when he was still in office. For the third time, a jury has returned a verdict of guilty in relation to a seditious conspiracy case. But it's two different organizations. It has now moved into a second organization. The first two, they dealt with the Oath Keepers. This most recent one, well, it's with the Proud Boys. And it is worth noting that one of the defendants in this case was found not guilty of the seditious conspiracy, but guilty of other underlying offenses. I'm really interested to hear the jury's reasoning on that, but it doesn't matter to the overall point, because you have two separate organizations. The beginning of the movie Jaws, a lot of people, they didn't want to believe what they were seeing. They came up with other explanations for it. Yeah, they were motivated to come up with other explanations for it, absolutely. You know, they wanted it to be anything other than what it was because it was going to impact them economically. But they were looking for something else. They were looking for something else to blame it on, some other reason to explain what they were seeing. They were looking for a coincidence. When it comes to the verdicts, I want you to think about the coincidence that you would have to believe if you wanted to say that these weren't connected. You would have to believe that two separate organizations organized to act on the same day, at the same time, in the same location, for the same goal. It takes a lot of work to make a coincidence like that happen. So, if you're accepting reality, you have to acknowledge that this wasn't a coincidence. The likelihood of this being spontaneous, that's pretty small. So then you have to ask who organized it, right? Did the groups themselves organize amongst themselves, or was there a focal point? Was there somebody above them that said, this time, this place, we have to act? I would imagine right now, that's the question that the feds are asking. And they're trying to figure out who it was and whether or not that person had contact with Trump. Because it's unlikely that it was Trump himself. It was somebody below Trump that had contact with both these groups. That would be the reasonable conclusion. The unreasonable one is to believe that, well, it was just a tourist event that got out of hand. These cases, falling the way that they have, it strengthens the special counsel's hand in pursuing a seditious conspiracy case against those who might have had more direct access to the White House, which, as time goes on, might strengthen the case against the occupant of the White House. But we're going to have to wait and see. It is worth noting these sentences, they're probably going to be pretty lengthy. But while we don't know yet what exactly happened as far as organization, we have bits and pieces, but we don't know the whole story yet. I don't think there's many people left who really believe this was a boating accident. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.